What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Rest Hold Podcast. This is episode 31, brought to you, as always, by your boys, Tanner Fred, and me, Zach Foreman. Tanner, say what's up to the people.
Hit my microphone there in the salute.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Out of practice.
Yeah, this is a little different for us.
Yeah.
So, Tanner's a little out of place here. I threw him
place.
off. We're scheduled, normally we record Wednesday, so we've seen NXT, we've seen SmackDown, we've seen Raw. Kind of recap how the week went.
Mm-hmm.
Today's Tuesday. Got to record before NXT. I got a couple things that I need to take care of this week. So it's going to be a little different. We're going to do NXT predictions rather than, the normal recap. But same old fun content that you normally get here.
Yes.
So thanks for sticking with us.
Like and subscribe down below if you enjoy this type of content, wrestling content, at weekly podcasts, reviewing premium live events, predicting premium live events. The usual.
Yeah.
We're on Twitter and Instagram at resthold_pod. Mm-hmm. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. Wherever you get your media, we're there.
Yeah.
We're there.
Just a little touch on that premium live event. WWE's been posting a lot of historical recaps even.
Yes.
They've rebranded the old shows to now be referenced as WWE Premium Live
everything
Events.
now is premium live events. It's no longer pay-per-views.
Right.
Which, I mean, sounds stupid, but fundamentally does make sense. Because
I don't have a problem with calling it that at all. It's just funny that you're gonna rebrand things from the 80s.
Yeah, now they're PLEs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
makes sense.
Deal. Yeah,
you said, because it's not pay per view anymore. It's literally not paying per view.
No, I don't. To be honest, I would have to ask somebody, but I don't even know if they're available for pay per view anymore.
I don't think WWE is anymore.
Yeah.
I think you have to
subscribe to
get Peacock.
or anything. Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're gonna buy a pay-per-view, just get a year worth of Peacock.
That was kind of the same thing I had for WWE Network.
Yeah.
Which I love the network. I thought the network was far better. I still think it was better than it.
I think it's just Peacock doesn't really care about it. They don't. Network had the match spots. You could skip to the match spots.
Yeah.
You can't rewind live events on Peacock. Yeah. It's pretty annoying.
You actually have to wait for it to be done with whatever's
posted.
after.
Yeah, to be reposted. Yeah.
The WWE Network, I think, I could be wrong, is still live in other countries.
United States and Canada is the only ones that are.
And we
Peacock.
drew the short straw.
We did
because the network was a far better product.
Much better. Yeah.
I mean, with that said, get into a little wrestling news.
A little outside the brass ring.
So on my way in here, doing my due diligence as a big J journalist here for WWE, they're planning a major Hollywood attraction, or Hollywood-like attraction for WrestleMania. A non-title match, but a Hollywood attraction. We saw Bad Bunny.
We did. And he was good. He was quite good. Still good even at the Rumble.
Yes.
I mean,
look, for what you can do.
Awful use of a spot in the Rumble.
Right.
Just because it's the Rumble.
Right.
But out of the people you could have picked, probably the best one.
And I honestly would have no problem with him being there again.
No,
if the story's right, he put on a very entertaining match with two very entertaining competitors. Miz and Morrison were perfect for it. But if he goes again, if the story's right,
I don't see why not.
I got no problem.
No, not at all.
A couple other ones, we were just spitballing.
Yeah, Tim the Tap Man was a possibility. I don't know about his physical conditioning to perform in the WWE ring.
Right.
But was in the trailer for the video game.
He's signed to Complexity,
which is based out of
the
Texas,
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas.
So the connection's there.
Speaking of the Cowboys, could be somebody like that. Could be a Des Bryant.
Yeah, maybe a
somebody
Ezekiel
like
Elliott, maybe. I don't think you're getting someone who's active.
Athletes tends not to be.
Right.
Maybe, this isn't Dallas connected, but depending on what happens with Gronk's future, that's always been in the cards. Maybe, especially now that Brady's done. Who knows? Yeah. I'm not sure who else is Dallas based.
Right, but
maybe Dirk Nowitzki.
Wow.
Well, I don't know.
Wow,
Probably
Dirk
not that one. Probably not that one.
Maverick legend.
Yeah, legend. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It always gets me excited to a point.
Yeah.
Right? Because not everyone's Bad Bunny.
No.
Most people aren't Bad Bunny, actually.
No. To be fair, though, most celebrities that they've had have actual matches have been pretty solid. Pat was very good.
Yes. They haven't had a real botch in a long time.
No.
And I mean Stephen Amell.
Stephen Amell was good. We talked about this last week. He's athletic. Yeah. He's an athletic guy. I don't really know who else celebrity actually in the match.
Yeah, I mean, what, Johnny Knoxville for the Rumble? Fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's a stunt man. He did his job. It was fine.
Yeah, I don't know who they're gonna go with.
No, it could be a lot of. I mean, it could not be Dallas based. Also, it could be anyone.
Right. We're just trying to think of something that would make sense for the location. Yeah. But it could be anyone.
I feel like that's why Bad Bunny was last year. That kind of Florida, Spanish-ish population
fit well.
Yeah.
It could be. Another outside the brass ring conversation is that they are already planning matches for next year.
Right? Hollywood's the big one.
So they already said that it's going to be...
They haven't been in Hollywood since, 20? 21?
It's been a long time, yeah. So they already said that 2 matches they want on the card are The Rock and Roman, which we've known for a while.
For years now.
And Becky and Ronda. First of all, if I have to put up with Ronda for a full year, I'm out.
I'd be really upset.
Second of all, if I have to put up with Becky being champ for the whole year, I'm probably out. That's a long time.
I disagree with that one.
Do you think she'll be entertaining for that long?
I think it depends on... I think she's fine. I don't have the issue with her. Is there enough... will they push enough talent to keep her interesting?
You'd have to have a Roman-type run.
No, it's a long time. It's a very long time. It's a year and a half.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think it's her that would be the problem. It's can they keep enough interesting talent...
Yeah.
Push to her feuds to keep her interesting. Yeah. If we get Bianca for the next 6 months,
keep it.
It would be miserable. Yeah.
But that just kind of ties in what I was going to say about this year is, do they maybe get The Rock? Maybe it's not even a match. Maybe they just get a promo, kind of what happened with Cena, where it's like...
Do you get a face-off?
Yeah, something like that.
He beats Brock, which we are assuming is happening.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. Could be anything.
Song of the Super Bowl. Face-off.
Yeah, is that really the song of the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Is it at SoFi next year? Is it in SoFi?
I believe so.
Okay.
Which,
nice
LA.
Stadium.
Yeah.
It's a real nice stadium. Most expensive stadium ever built.
Really?
It is, and they built it east to west for no reason.
It's technically a outdoor stadium.
It is. Because they have windows up top. When the Chargers had a game there, there was lightning and they had to stop the game, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
So WWE, outdoor stadium, technically.
So but if it rains, they can still perform.
If it's lightning, they cancel.
No, you just wait. I mean, that's true. That's a good point.
In Tampa. So we could have this running back.
Could you imagine? Why would you do that to a stadium?
After you have indoor stadiums, I just don't understand the point.
Yeah. And like we said, they built it east to west. Yeah. So when it's 5 o'clock, the sun is blasting through the windows.
Yep. Yeah. Blind. Anyway, that's kind of it. That's all I have for the Hollywood attraction. Yeah. I don't really.
Could be anyone.
Look, we're speculating. Yeah. I'm sure we'll hear more. I'm sure they'll hint at it.
We'll know by probably right after the Chamber, within the first 2 weeks after the Chamber.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Because they're gonna build that up. They have to. They don't really have a choice. They have to.
Especially because pretty much all the big names will be cemented in their feuds by then.
Yes.
So unless it's so it's probably not a big name kind of person.
Yeah, I mean.
Or we're gonna be feuding with a big name. It's not gonna be someone's gonna come fight Roman.
Right.
It's not gonna be like that.
Well, Roman's locked up, but yeah.
That's what I mean. It's not gonna be right last minute, basically like Cena did with Bray. It's not gonna be like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
A touch of older news. Jeff Hardy, it's kind of been circulating. Rejects WWE Hall of Fame invite.
Interesting.
I mean, he must have taken the firing very personal.
I guess so.
It's only a matter of time till he's in AEW.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
we've talked about this a lot on the pod, especially earlier in the year. I mean, or in the podcast's lifespan.
Yeah.
But I love Jeff overall. But you got to know when it's time, man. You're what? You're almost 40. You have how many back problems?
That's the thing, is it's not even how old he is, because you look at LA Knight.
Yeah.
Guy's almost
Randy.
Guy's 39. Randy. Cena when he was the Rock.
The Rock, yeah, he can still do it.
It's the brutality that Jeff put himself through.
Yeah.
The stunts, the spots, everything Jeff did. It's it takes its toll clearly.
Yeah.
And we compare older guys. So we compared Ray and Jeff a lot. We saw Rey Mysterio live.
Rey on TV, I don't love him.
Yeah.
But when you see Rey live, he's getting around.
He's still moving around.
He's moving around.
Yeah. The cameramen, for whatever reason, aren't doing Rey favors.
Maybe it's just the camera in general.
It makes him look slow. But in real life, he's still moving.
Yeah.
Jeff wasn't.
That's the thing. And someone who was a big Jeff Hardy fan, saw the main run of Jeff Hardy. He's cutting the holes in your socks to make the sleeves.
Wearing the sock sleeves.
To see him take 6.5 seconds to do Whisper the Wind is sad. Yeah. I think sad is the only word to describe it. Because he used to fly up those ropes. Yeah. But now he's like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, pause, jump. It's like, damn.
And it's like people get mad when you're like, dude, just retire. But no, it's like, I don't want to hear about my childhood wrestling favorites.
Yeah, takes a bad landing, now he can't walk. Yeah, exactly. That's not what I want to hear.
Or is addicted to drugs again, relapse. I don't want to hear about that. It's sad. Yeah. And I understand some people don't have anything else to do. Like, you're a wrestler. That's what you do. But
you can find something.
You got it.
You can find something.
But like I said, only a matter of time before he's in AEW. Yeah. They're all about bringing the Hardy Bros back, which brings us to AEW. Tony Khan.
Yes.
Tomorrow night, 2/9, he says there will be a Forbidden Door contract signing. Yes. Someone will be making their AEW debut and signing their AEW contract.
Thoughts? Immediate guess.
Okay. Honestly, I didn't know what to think because to me, and maybe I'm being too literal,
Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door is the Forbidden Door. So someone's still employed elsewhere and is coming to work for AEW. Yeah. So that eliminates all of WWE, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Unless we're all getting, we're hooked, we're hoodwinked, whatever, and WWE is already partnering with AEW. And this is the big announcement. I doubt it.
I doubt it because, you got to know WWE. And whether Vince is running it or not, it's still Vince. Yeah. His ego would not...
You're not partners. I'm buying...
No. Yeah. I don't even think that's the issue. Mm-hmm. They could be partners. I understand. Because, at the end of the day, Vince is still a businessman. Mm-hmm. But if you think that the first Forbidden Door coming over would not be on WWE television, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, that's a better point.
You're out of your mind.
100%. You're so right. So
if you think Roman would be in AEW before Adam Page would be on WWE, you're crazy.
I would have been so pumped for this if our prediction for the Rumble had come true and Mox was there. Yeah. This would have been must-see TV. Wrestling would actually have been must-see TV for the foreseeable future.
Up until at least Mania.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. Now, I'm still excited. I'm definitely still excited to see.
Interesting question, just talking about Mania and just, Forbidden Door and all that jazz. Does AEW need to establish a WrestleMania type pay-per-view, do you think? Or do you think it's fine just doing the yearly?
What do they kind of have? Their yearly one, what's the big one that they do?
All
Casino Royale, All Out.
All In, whatever it is.
I guess that's kind of it. AEW All Out is, but
it's not WrestleMania,
But it's also hard to establish a WrestleMania.
But even from the beginning, WrestleMania was still WrestleMania. They knew what they were doing with it.
Yes,
it wasn't just another pay-per-view kind of thing.
Yes, the culmination event.
Yeah,
they definitely do need to get somewhere with that. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the answer to that is because you can't. No matter how popular you are as a company, you cannot compete with WrestleMania.
No, I don't think they should try to.
No,
I'm not saying they need to put a big pay-per-view in April.
You talk about egos, though. Tony Khan has been egomaniac the last 2 years. Yeah. And good, you built a successful brand, a very successful brand in a short amount of time. Yeah. You're not taking down WrestleMania.
Not even close.
At least not yet.
No.
So I don't think they compete with WrestleMania, but what other time frame is good? Middle of the summer?
No, I think December is fine.
But is it? Because now you're competing with playoff football. This is what
It depends on when you put it, though.
So April is literally the perfect time.
Yeah, it is. Because it's right in the middle. It's right in the middle of every season.
It's the gap of every important sport. Yeah. You're not even competing with March Madness anymore because those games are now Monday night for the championship.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
So big picture wise, April's pretty good. May maybe, but is that
August isn't bad? August isn't bad.
And then my counterpoint to that is it's summer.
Yeah, but it's just one day though.
I know, but it's your biggest event when people have other options. What do you have in April 4th?
No, I hear what you're saying, 100%. But I still think if you take a Sunday night in April, that's the thing. It has to be a Sunday.
Yeah.
you can't do a Saturday night.
You can't.
Because people are going to skip it.
Yeah.
Unless you're a hardcore fan. But, I mean, that is AEW's fan base.
Is hardcore
AEW fans will watch it on
Absolutely.
a Saturday night.
100%. But WrestleMania attracts the casual fan. People are like, oh, it's WrestleMania, let's watch WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying AEW needs that kind of spectacle, but I think they need a culmination pay-per-view more than anything. Because August misses. You're still before playoff baseball. Football hasn't started yet. NBA's done. Hockey's done.
Yeah. Yeah, August, I think that's the only other month, honestly, just thinking like sports-wise. I don't know.
It's hard.
And they'd have to do it now. Like, you can't keep waiting to establish the big-time event.
It'd be in August or maybe like in early September even you could get away with.
You could definitely compete with
regular season football, 100%.
Football.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. Because, like, I've skipped football games regularly for WWE pay-per-views.
100%. Because, like, not every Sunday night game is good.
Right. Not every game is good.
Yeah.
But you can't compete with playoff football.
No, you cannot.
Especially
Absolutely
if you looked at this year, if you're crazy.
The numbers were football was playoff football was really good this year.
Yeah. booming. But back to the Forbidden Door signing. I know a popular one on Reddit, which, guys, this is not happening.
No.
Let's just put it. Yeah. Let's just pop this balloon.
I mean, you guys will know. We don't know. You guys will know by now.
At the time when you hear this, But prediction-wise, it's not Triple H.
It is not Triple H.
Enough of this.
Yeah.
Like, Triple H is not going to AEW. The guy hasn't even been, like, healthy enough to be with WWE. He's not going to AEW.
No. For that reason, he's not going to do that to Vince. No, whether there's a hit job on him or not, he's not doing that to Vince.
You guys are, like, forgetting, he's still married to the boss's daughter. Like, it's still family.
Yeah.
So, whether it's like, oh, Vince doesn't respect NXT, like, it's the family business. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. It's like, he's not doing that.
Yeah, and also, like, Cody has taken targeted shots at Triple H.
Yes.
It's not just like, oh, we don't like what WWE... He has taken shots directly at Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple H isn't going over.
No.
Never.
0%
Zero chance.
Unless, like I said, Vince bought the company.
Yeah, that's literally the only way.
And then Triple H goes and fires Cody.
And then Triple H goes, well, the contract does say McMahon, but it doesn't say Vince McMahon.
It says Hunter Hearst McMahon.
Could it say Stephanie McMahon?
Yeah, could.
That'd be funny.
That'd be a good
Just
one.
do the exact same thing they did, the same angle.
And it would work just as good.
I think it might even be better.
Yeah, probably. Because AEW's got some radical fans.
Yeah.
They go crazy.
They would be livid.
Yeah.
Livid.
You said this one before.
Yeah, I think for sure it's Jay White.
Yeah.
I think that is definitely my front runner for this.
So that makes more sense to me than really any of the other options because people are like, oh, Keith Lee, Johnny
Keith
Gargano.
Lee does make sense.
But, and this is me, what I said before, maybe I'm taking it too literally. Like, if you're a free agent, you're a free agent.
Yeah.
If you're a former WWE employee, you're just a former WWE employee. Yeah. Like, they didn't say that for Adam Cole.
Yeah, it's not you're not a forbidden door.
Right.
Like.
So I think Jay White's a good one.
Yeah.
And him and Adam Cole have been doing the little back and forth on Twitter.
Yeah.
A little bickering.
I mean, Jay White tends to bicker with everyone now.
He's probably top 5 in the world.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, probably is.
Probably.
I think for sure it's Jay White.
Yeah, and that's going to be sick.
I would definitely put my money on that if I could.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
That makes AEW, at least for Wednesday, must-watch TV. I'm going to tune in again.
What if it's like Vander Hoosen too?
Danhausen.
What if it's his brother, his twin brother?
Then I'm just going to stop watching all the time. I'm never going to watch again. They got me once. Yeah. If they get me twice, that's shame on me. Yeah, shame on me. Yeah. So.
It's definitely someone big. Yeah. It definitely is someone real this time.
Yeah.
No offense to Danhausen.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he's great, but.
Yeah, but not a name.
Yeah.
Yet.
Household name. Yeah. And then that kind of wraps up what I got for Outside the Ring.
Yeah. I mean, I was just trying to kill time because, boy, I don't even want to talk about WWE anymore. It's so hard.
The weekly television shows, man. Even when they're quote unquote good, they're not good.
No,
they're not good. No. Reminder: Sci-Fi for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I mean that's just
USA and
that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like.
That's Raw and NXT.
And that's everything though. Like it's happened with it's happened with AEW with basketball. It's gonna happen with them with baseball now.
Yeah, absolutely. But
just how it goes.
Just so you guys don't miss it.
Yeah, it's on Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi.
For at least the next 2 months.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple weekly episodes are gonna be there because they're not competing with the Olympics. Okay, but
is the Olympics on USA? Do they have it on?
It's NBC, so they probably sprinkle in the sports all over.
On USA, yeah. I knew it was NBC. I just didn't know if it was like Channel 4 type of thing.
They probably sprinkle it all over. We got Roman's Elimination Chamber match.
Goldberg. And the crowd goes mild.
Yeah, and I think for once we can officially say Goldberg is losing.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, no shot.
This is it.
I hate to. There's no shot.
This is the first time since he's been back that Goldberg has a 0% chance of winning.
Yeah.
0%.
Could you imagine?
Nope. No. It's not happening.
No, it's not. It's not happening.
With Bobby, I was so sure it wouldn't happen. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
With freaking Roman, 0%
chance. Zero.
Just cannot happen.
This is, I believe, Goldberg's last match on this deal.
On this contract, apparently.
Hopefully, forever.
Again, love Goldberg. One of my all-time favorite wrestlers. Give it up.
Not even give it up.
Just, yes.
It's not even just give it up, because this is a very different give it up than Jeff Hardy.
Stop coming and winning the championship. Yes. Yeah. Because Goldberg could put on a 5-minute brute match with guys and be okay as long as he keeps himself in shape and doesn't spear the turnbuckle and kill Undertaker.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, tangentially speaking, Undertaker is like the coolest guy in the world for Goldberg was harder on himself than anybody about that. Okay. Undertaker's the man.
Yeah.
But Goldberg,
company guy.
But Goldberg, come on.
Yeah.
It was expected. It was a filler. They needed Roman on the card. No really other thoughts about that.
Do you think, this is just because you brought him up, do you think we see Undertaker at Mania this year? Not in a match. He's always been kind of associated with that kind of Texas vibe.
So, for me, I hope so, because he deserves it.
Yeah, that Undertaker, TV thing they did was awful.
Undertaker deserves to hit his theme song, take his 30-minute walkout, say 3 words, rest in peace, and retire.
Yeah.
Like, he deserves that, because even if Undertaker wasn't one of my personal favorites, I respect what Undertaker did for the company. Yeah. You can't tell the story of WWE without The Undertaker.
No, not at all.
And, like, this guy...
You can't tell a story about WrestleMania without The Undertaker.
No, you can't. You really cannot.
I mean, you can say whatever you want about the other marquee matches throughout the years. People tuned in for the streak.
It was the title match and the streak.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So,
and it's crazy if you look at the trajectory of WWE, where Mania started to go when the streak wasn't involved.
Yeah. Not great.
Because that was always, who is it going to be this year?
Yeah.
Who's going to give it a shot? And look at the names on that list.
It was arguably bigger than the title match.
It really was, especially certain names.
Yes.
Like, who was on that?
Sean
was on it twice.
H
was on it twice. And I think that was... His Hell in a Cell was the best match of all time, I think. In my opinion, it might be the best match of all time.
The Triple H Undertaker?
The Hell in a Cell.
It's my favorite match of all time.
It might be the best match of all time.
I think.
Shawn twice, we said. Edge, Batista, Randy.
Yep.
Mark Henry's on there.
Yep.
Roman beat him, but he's on there. Brock beating it. He beat Cena?
Yes.
Beat Cena.
Yep.
But, like, that list goes on. Kane, I think, is on there.
Everyone that wrestled Undertaker at Mania is a Hall of Famer.
Yes, pretty much. Other than CM Punk for other reasons.
Right, and that's his
He would have been a Hall of Famer.
100%.
Multi-time world champ, other stuff. Yeah, 100%.
It's insane.
Yeah, crazy, actually.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So, I do hope that we see him at Mania.
Bray.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, I do hope so.
He deserves it.
He deserves it.
Yeah, 100%. He deserves to get his farewell.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, you can't tell a story of WWE without him.
No.
SmackDown. I told you guys last week. Bleacher Report will give any women's segment a B+ or higher. There's very few exceptions. Ronda Rousey's whatever promo package, face-off, whatever you want to call it, received an A.
I think here's the problem with Bleacher Report's rankings, and I mean it's not really fair of us to. I think we use it more to just laugh at how bad it is. They're
not always bad either, and their analysis of what they're saying is usually good. And then the grade just makes no sense.
The paragraphs are actually very good.
Yeah,
they're actually like they break down like their thoughts and why it makes sense.
100%.
And whether you disagree or not, you can see the logic.
Yes.
The logic is there. The problem I think it is that their gradings are based off of the episode, not off a grading system.
That could be it. But then every episode should have an A as the caliber.
But it does often.
So frequently on Raw, it does not.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
You'd have a tough time getting anything an A on
Yeah.
Raw. Although this week they did. But overall, I think that's their problem. It's based off the other stuff on the card for that show, not like a, hey, this is what A should be. This is what A should look like. This is what B should look like. But
no, and I say it jokingly. When I say Bleacher Report gives it an A, like I'm not slandering Bleacher Report because, like Tanner said, the analysis of the matches is very good.
Yeah.
Like they break down what happened, what it does for the story, what's moving forward, where the things should go. So it's definitely worthwhile to read their recaps. Mm-hmm. That said, the grade that follows the recap
makes
sometimes
no sense.
is just where'd you get an A out of this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I think they just. But the thing is, they gave Ronda a C on Raw.
On Raw, which is fair. But dude, a C was generous because
she can't talk.
No,
she cannot talk.
And I'm not gonna curse because we're gonna. I don't want to,
And then I have to click the little.
Yeah.
This thing has explicit in it on.
But
when I upload
her
it. That's
one line, it does not play.
No.
I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know. You said it every promo when you were here the first time. You say it every time now. It doesn't play.
Especially WWE still is very PG in a lot of things. But depending on the person, they let a lot of stuff go now. They let a lot of people be a little bit more, not edgy, but you know what
free,
I'm saying.
They don't restrain themselves necessarily.
Yeah. So saying that word
is fine.
It's
but it's forced.
It's so forced.
It's
for that to be your tagline is horrible.
Yeah. It's not good.
Also, she doesn't have a character. I think that's her biggest problem. Her character is the badass, but you're not a badass. We went over this last time, but you're not a badass anymore. You're not.
Yeah. Her character is being Ronda Rousey, and the person Ronda Rousey sucks.
Now it does, yeah. When she had, was on top of her game, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was oh, wow, Ronda would beat the crap out of all these women.
And she still would, but...
No, of course she would.
Right.
Obviously she would. Yeah, that's not the argument, but,
It's...
Now it's but I could get behind that character.
Yeah.
Now it's I've seen you get your face tagged up.
And... I'm also just, how much more of being outclassed on the mic can we put up with?
Yeah, that's... get her a mouthpiece.
You're talking with Becky, who's probably the best woman promo going.
Yeah, she probably is.
You could... and
her or Bayley. It really is. It's her or Bayley.
And you can make the case for, Sasha or whatever, but,
I think Sasha and Charlotte are around the same, and then Bayley and Becky are about the same.
And then... To say that the next time you see Ronda is against Charlotte, who's also very much better than you on the mic.
Yeah.
So it's you got two women that are on the top of their game and have been on the top of their game for many years now. They are the apex. And arguably, she's going against the better competitor. Charlotte really is the top of the women's division. And you're outclassed wrestling. You're outclassed on the mic. But you're going to beat her at WrestleMania.
100%. Yep.
You don't even have Becky to save the match this time.
No.
We said this last week. So, I could say it all over again, but the triple threat was saved because you had Charlotte and Becky.
Yeah.
The one-on-one is not going to be good.
No, it's not. And, even with, the whole Charlotte-Becky thing, last time they had them save the match, but the story wasn't Ronda last time.
No.
The story was Two Belts Bex.
Yes.
That was the story.
Right.
Now you have the story of Ronda's beating Charlotte.
Yeah.
That's not a very good story.
It is not compelling.
It's not compelling at all.
You don't want to watch that.
No.
It
also doesn't really make sense. Because the feud should be with Becky.
Right. I think that it's arrogant, but Becky's just as arrogant. So it's you want to knock off
Becky took your belt.
Yeah.
Charlotte didn't.
Yeah.
Becky did.
Yeah.
So
it makes me a little bit happier that Becky got Lita for Elimination Chamber.
That'll be a good match.
That'll be
fun.
Good.
I just don't know who's next.
I also
unless she loses, which I think is unlikely.
Yeah.
But possible.
I agree. It could be the surprise entrant to the women's elimination chamber.
You think that's gonna matter a lot? I think it has to. I think it's Bayley.
I believe it'll be Bayley.
Bayley or Asuka, one of the two. And I think Becky is perfect for Mania.
We keep saying that, and it just seems like Asuka's never coming back.
I know. But they said I'm pretty sure I saw reports that Bayley and Asuka
are close, and Lacey's on the way.
Yeah.
So,
I know Lacey has been training and stuff, but again,
you
just had a kid. Yeah. Like that takes time to get back into shape.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think the story for Asuka and Becky's already there.
If that's what happens, I'll be thrilled.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Then, if you're gonna main event one of the nights with the women, it's got to be those two.
It will not be. It will not be. That's not even a conversation to have because it won't be.
Entirely right.
But it should be. 100%.
I don't know. The women's division's in shambles
because
of the way they book it.
It is because they like we said last time they have talent. Like this, like Liv is very good.
Yeah.
Bianca is very good.
Yeah.
Doudrop isn't even that bad. Like she's okay.
It's just
we have our issues, but she's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Rhea Ripley. Good.
Rhea Ripley's good. Nikki Ash again. We have our issues, but it's good enough.
Yeah.
Naomi is good. Naomi's good.
Which, Naomi getting thrown to Charlotte for next Friday title match, like just to lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like good, you're wrestling a champion. That's good television.
Well, Naomi's gonna wrestle. What's her name in Mania for sure?
Sonya.
For sure.
Yeah. That's 3 women's matches already. That's not even counting Sasha. Not even counting Bayley.
Could get Sasha and Bayley.
Maybe.
That could be the match.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
It's gonna be a lot of women's matches.
I mean, there's like 85 matches though.
Yeah.
There's
2 full nights of wrestling.
Full 4 to 5 hour nights.
Yeah.
That's not that crazy if you think about it. It's 2 a night, even 3 a night's not that crazy.
No. Need the story to be there though.
Yeah, well,
I think
it won't be.
I think we're getting Sami Zayn and Shinsuke soon. I think is it next
I'm not holding my breath for any of that. We were supposed to get Kevin Owens and Priest at some point, but that ship has sailed because he did win a contenders match. So, all right, let's talk about because I mean, other than that was really it for SmackDown.
Yeah,
it was really the notables.
Goldberg. That's it.
I might be the only person in the wrestling world that is not excited for Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
You think that's for sure?
I think for sure that's what's happening. It seems very likely. I mean, this is classic WWE. Like classic.
Will the match be sick?
Of course.
Yes. Will it better either superstar? No.
That's not it. We just saw it.
Yeah.
2 years ago at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it again.
And this time, just because frenemies?
Like that's the only thing. I guess.
Unless Seth wins the Chamber.
That would be interesting.
Then I'm here for it because they'll tear the house down in a title match.
That would be that makes it a little bit different.
Yeah, and sure, you're right. Do I want to see it again? Not necessarily, but they'll tear the house down.
100%. They'll have an insane match.
I don't know if he wins the Chamber though.
No, I think Bobby wins.
Maybe.
Who do you think somebody else?
Maybe a way too early prediction here, but I think they might be trying to get rid of Randy at WrestleMania.
I don't think they'll do that for the belt.
I think that's the only way Randy said he will do it.
Really?
Yeah. Was reading that they said they want a match like that with stakes that matter. So
that would be stakes that matter. Also,
the stake that
kind of funny.
Yeah.
They made a little weed joke on Raw, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Little nudge, wink, wink kind of thing. That was good. That was jokes.
Not to go totally off the rails here, but to revert back to last week about the Shane McMahon controversy.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, it's Randy's fault.
Really? Oh, did you see what happened about that? That was really funny, actually. I don't know if that's Randy's fault.
Not his fault, but involves Randy.
100%.
So, the rumor, at least, that came out is Randy was supposed
This is probably true.
Right. Randy was supposed to go out 28, Shane 29, Brock 30. And Randy said, I'm going 29.
Is that what happened?
And then
I heard it got switched.
And they hit Shane's music at 28.
Yeah.
And Randy goes, well, I'm not going out to your music. And then Shane went out. Yeah. So this is obviously rumors and whatever happens. But that seems very
when I was reading basically it was for whatever reason it got switched.
Yeah.
And when Shane's music came out at 28, he was getting pissed.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going to go. And Randy goes, well, I'm not coming out to your music, so get your ass out there.
Yeah. Which is hilarious.
Oh, that's Randy to a T. So I'm pretty sure that's true.
And you imagine how much of a mess the Rumble would have been if Randy came out to Shane's music?
He wouldn't.
You can't recover from that.
No, he wouldn't have done it.
No, you can't recover from that. So, whatever. But just funny.
Still funny.
Funny to talk about. Yeah, so I don't know. But back to your point about Kevin Owens and Seth, if it's for nothing, I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't. And I just don't know why.
Hope it's not for a U.S. title either.
No. It looks like
AJ's getting it.
Yeah. It looks like they pivoted off Kevin Owens, and maybe they think AJ will do a better weekly open challenge.
I agree with that. Yeah. I think that's fair. I think I mean, Seth and Kevin Owens are kind of wrapped up in something else.
Yeah.
So I think having this be like a separate entity is good.
Mm-hmm. Just to touch on Kevin Owens again. WWE, man, with the 50-50 booking.
Yeah, I mean,
you wrestle Austin Theory again.
I mean, this was also kind of like a Seth. Well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Yeah. Sorry, I got mixed this up.
Yeah, no, Kevin Owens puts on an all-time classic with Austin Theory, loses, Austin Theory's in the chamber, comes out, wrestles Austin Theory again.
Another classic.
Another great match. I mean, no complaints about the match. Kevin Owens wins.
Even Bleacher said, if you skip Raw, go back and watch this match.
Right. And no complaints at all.
No.
But with the 50-50 booking, I'm so over it.
Yeah.
And who's more hot right now than Austin Theory?
No one.
And then he comes out and loses the rematch.
I mean, there's a good person to lose to.
I understand, losing to Kevin Owens isn't losing. Smear on his... no, it's... You're hot, you just beat him, now you lost.
Yeah.
It's a WWE problem, a fundamental problem, because they do it to everybody all the time. I just don't get it.
Chamber's what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah, because they're filming next Friday and the Friday after that on the same night.
Really?
Yeah, so 2/11, 2/18 are both filmed together because they're going to be flying to Saudi because of the time difference.
Right, okay. Wait, how does that even work? Oh, so they're filming it both on this Friday?
Yeah, this Friday, 2/11.
Interesting.
So don't read the spoilers, guys, because there will be spoilers out there immediately.
100%.
Like Sami Zayn being the new Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, probably will be out there.
Yeah.
Well, no, wouldn't that be next week anyway?
No, I think it's the 18th.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the 18th show.
Because he doesn't work Saudi shows, right?
No, he doesn't either.
Interesting. I think that's kind of stupid. Maybe this is just me, but I feel like that's a very good opportunity to put people on TV that don't get on TV. It's going to be the best SmackDown in the world. No. But when Roman's flying and all the other people are flying, just put some people on that aren't on.
Rather than pre-record it.
Yeah, don't pre-record it.
Show. Well, maybe it's a staff thing.
Oh, it could be a staff thing too.
Gotta have the camera.
That people have to be. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. It's a good opportunity to showcase underutilized talent.
Yeah.
Get Ricochet a singles match.
Yeah.
I mean, they did, but Rich Holland, whatever.
Well,
again.
Yeah, again and again.
That kind of wraps up the weekly episodes.
I don't have much.
They're trending in a direction that isn't great.
This is what we keep talking about, and you're gonna have bad shows.
Yeah.
I get it. It's very hard to book
consistently
150 episodes of TV a year.
Right.
It's a lot. It's a lot to do, and to keep it entertaining every single week.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give it a little bit of slack there, but this is your Super Bowl run time. Mania season,
playoffs.
You have to get right.
Yeah, this is the playoffs.
This is the playoffs.
Mania.
You don't get playoffs wrong.
No.
So, I don't know.
I mean, Raw was better, right? By all accounts, the reviews, everything. It's this was a better show. But better than the worst show ever isn't good.
Great. Yeah.
So they got to start tightening up. Hopefully after the Chamber, they have 6-ish, 7-ish weeks to Mania. You have time to build stories.
Yeah.
There's no PLEs in the middle of that.
No.
You could do it. You can make Mania good.
I think at first when we saw when Chamber was, we're like, ugh.
Yeah.
But looking at it, like we said last week, there's a lot you can do right.
Yeah.
But there's also a ton you can do wrong.
You got to make the stories, and you got to start inching them in and make them compelling without wearing them out.
Yeah.
But you also can't wait too long to make the feud. You can't wait till 2 weeks out for the feud to develop.
I mean, also, if AJ ends up winning around Chamber time, perfect tournament style.
Yes.
Perfect time for a tournament.
A worthwhile United States
Championship. 3-4 week tournament is perfect.
Yep.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think it would be more beneficial for the Intercontinental. So I think you can just do something with AJ, where the IC belt is
and Sammy's actually hilarious and could freaking carry
him
that kind of segment.
Him being on commentary for the tournament would be awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're just assuming Sammy beats Shinsuke. It's a given.
I think for sure he does.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
because they've done this with the IC belt how many times?
Yeah. Shinsuke's been off TV for 3 months until Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Who knows?
Whatever. Real quick, I guess our NXT predictions since we're recording early.
Yeah.
Mandy versus Kaylee Ray.
I think it's a retain.
Yeah,
for sure.
I actually don't think there's a chance.
My thing is, okay, so I think one of two things happens. The only way I see Kaylee winning.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't.
I don't.
My thought is Cora Jade's going to get a title shot.
Right.
The thing is, if it's not at Vengeance Day, then when is it? So, again, I mean, they do defenses on weekly shows like this, so it could be any time. Mm-hmm. But I think her winning will be at a pay-per-view style event. So if not Vengeance Day, then when? Next one probably wouldn't be till Mania, which I mean is fine, but that's a long time.
They're running Mania the same day as night one. I mean, not Mania, the NXT pay-per-view the same day as night one. That's a lot of wrestling.
So like noon?
Yeah. It's a lot of wrestling on one day.
Goodness.
It's unfair to the NXT talent.
That's really bad.
It's really unfair.
That really is.
There's going to be
a lot of people in Dallas aren't going to be able to watch that.
No. I'm probably not going to be able to watch that.
Yeah,
because
it's a day. I have things to do on Saturdays.
You got to take care of things before 7 o'clock when I'm sitting down for 5 hours to watch wrestling.
Exactly.
It's really unfair. Hopefully they maybe change that to Friday.
You can't do it on Friday either. You're going to compete with SmackDown?
You can't do it.
Do it Tuesday. Just do it Tuesday.
You're there for the whole week. That's a perfect way to start Mania week.
Yeah, just do it on Tuesday.
But then you lose the appeal of TakeOver, right? So
do it live Tuesday.
I don't know. Well,
but what else are you going to do it? It's not fair to do it Saturday. It is going to be Saturday. It's going to be. But it's not fair.
No. I agree with you. Mandy's going to win.
Yep.
It's funny you mentioned Vengeance Day. I literally forgot about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get Cora a title shot in 7 days.
Is it next week?
It's
oh wow. Well, then 2 weeks.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's the
day after Valentine's Day, Vengeance Day.
I thought it was the same week. So wait, the Chamber is a week from this weekend? Because it's the same week.
Recording Tuesday is throwing you off. Yes, so 2/11 is this Friday.
Yeah.
Then it's next week is.
So Chamber's 2/20.
Yeah.
Oh wow, or 21, whatever it is.
2/19.
No, because
yes,
you're right.
Yeah.
So it's a week from this weekend.
Yes.
Wow,
so
that's
technically
really
it's
fast.
2 weeks, but it's like throwing you off.
So we have one Raw before the Chamber.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Right. What I'm saying is
that is a mess.
The shows are not trending.
That is horrible.
Right.
Okay.
The shows are not trending in a good direction.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think you can get her a match by then anyway.
It's not. Yeah.
So
no.
I don't think that matters. Okay. So Mandy's gonna win.
Weird that they did this now.
Maybe not. Maybe they got big plans for the Dusty Classic and all that. Well, they're going to have both Dusty Classics finish on it.
Is the women's going to be done by then?
Should be. Maybe.
I know there's already the belts being defended.
The men's is done on that day.
Yeah. Well, the women's is being defended that day.
So then, no.
I doubt they do 2 women's tag matches.
Yeah. No, they won't.
No.
Okay.
Because it's the men's tag finale, the women's tag championships, both championships, and then a steel cage.
The steel cage.
It's Tony D and
Pete
Dunne. Yeah.
The baddest man. I mean, Tony's got to win.
Yeah. Probably not, but we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Actually, we won't.
Oh, boy.
We will not talk about it next week.
Wow. Yeah, we'll get you guys a short. We'll get you guys a clip.
Yeah, we'll try to figure it out.
We'll do a little Instagram video of our predictions for Vengeance Day. Yeah. The recording kind of screwed us up this week. This is my fault again.
It's alright. It's whatever.
But
we'll get it out there.
Yeah, just to wrap up for tonight's predictions, Braun and Santos doing a championship summit, a little face-to-face. Next week, Braun's
Have you watched any championship face-to-face ever? It's going to be the exact same thing.
And it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And
someone will probably put through a table of some kind.
Yes. Braun probably gets jumped by Olive Legato.
Yeah.
Probably looks...
Tommaso maybe comes out. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see.
Looks weak for half a second and then dominates. And
my prediction is he puts Raul through the table, if anyone.
Yeah.
For sure.
And Joaquin escapes.
Yes, 100%.
Braun's going to win next week. Yeah. I'll give you that prediction.
For sure.
That's not even in doubt.
I want to say it's a shame, and not because Braun should lose,
but because Santos
is so good,
yeah,
and is probably never going to touch that belt.
No,
which is a shame.
And he's legitimately the best talent down there.
You know what I would be here for, and you might hate this: Legato versus the Mysterios at Mania, or Santos versus Rey at Mania. I think that'd be cool.
You could get there.
Yeah,
you could get there.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, that wouldn't be so bad. The semifinals, kind of the last thing to talk about. The men's Dusty Classic semis.
Who is it?
We got GYV versus the Creeds.
It's easy.
Yes, I mean
GYV's good. That's gonna be a good match.
It's gonna be very good. It's also a shame for GYV.
Yeah, for sure.
Similar to Santos, I think GYV, outside of Imperium, probably the best tag team there.
Okay.
Maybe MSK.
MSK's close.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But they're never going to touch those belts.
No, never.
Never. They've lost in the
chances.
finals back-to-back years. They're not even making the finals this year. Creed Bros.
Who's on the other side?
MSK versus Blade and Honore.
MSK.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. That's all I got on that one. I mean, it's cool that Blade and Honore won.
Yeah,
I like that. They're funny. I do like them. They have some quirks.
Their backstage vignettes are funny.
Very funny.
It's like they need to do that because you need to show their character because when you first introduced them, I knew nothing about these guys. I didn't care about them. But then you show me them together backstage. They're
and Honore's an athletic as hell.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, he's good.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, good for them. I mean, they've kind of been skating by in weird victories.
Yeah, they have.
I don't know if this is like a trend, and then they're going to do the same thing to MSK.
They have.
Okay,
whatever. I'm interested.
Yeah, I like new talent. Like, go ahead, show me that they can work. Not at the expense of the Creed Bros.
No, they won't beat the Creed Bros. No shot. The Creed Bros are winning this for sure.
Because I think that they're getting back to.
They already fought Imperium.
Yeah, they're doing it again.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it for tonight's NXT.
That's kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get you guys our Vengeance Day predictions.
Yeah.
Kind of my bad again.
That's all right. It's whatever.
Yeah.
We'll get it out there.
Yeah. So thanks for hanging out.
Yes.
Like Tanner said earlier, follow, like, subscribe, share,
comment down below.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know, predictions you guys have.
Yeah. Again, Instagram and Twitter at @WrestlePod or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your media.
We're there.
We're there.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
All right, guys.
Peace.